come and gone, and we're off in Week 6 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And having gained about a handful there. Enough to stop that play with Jahdae Barron.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Viking 18.
Go. 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Throw secured by George Pickett. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Completes it again to Pickett. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Offensive line fast.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. They throw it out quick to the left. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffled around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
They give on 2nd to Kamara. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Finds a man underneath, gets Kamara. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Throwing on first down, Nix. Throw left side, complete. And they bring him down around the 34.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put two tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
On 3rd and 2, here's Nix. Completed to his running back. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
And the Broncos first down. A gain of 13 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Running back sent in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Greg Zuerlein for the point after try. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. On the return, Isaiah Rodgers. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Viking 18.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Setting up the running back screen. And they make the tackle at the 38. That play good for 17 and a first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Big alert, big alert. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Down by Savion Jones. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. Here's Mitchell again. And he finds just enough daylight for a 5-yard gain. It's 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, really break the backs of a defense.
is on the table here for 3rd and 3. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that'll bring up 4th and 3.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Let's go.
Snap it to McCarthy. That's Cutby on the marker. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
It's a gain of
From
22
a great throw
yards.
to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Vikings can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. J.J. McCarthy, the touchdown.
Okay, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains and their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. You just put on a show.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
How many years I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up. We up the plyometric. Ran up by the luxury, so up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet. People diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. Finds a seam, left side. He's off to the races. Has room into the secondary. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take the lead on the first play of the drive. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Point after converted by Zerline. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7.
Vikings 7.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. McCarthy looking to throw. And this one's up there, but a little too far up there.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Watch the bullet, watch the bullet. 79 Broncos.
2nd and 10, McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Working quickly here.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and
Mitchell gets it from the gun. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
So 1st down from the 41. McCarthy fires out wide, complete. And they shove him out. Looks like they got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now McCarthy. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
19 Tiger.
On play action now, McCarthy. Knocked away and hits the ground, incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Motion man is the tight end. He's going left. Kamara now on 1st and 10. Makes his way through a tackle. And he's going to pay off his 1st down run with a nice pickup of 9.
Cool thing about a drive starting to run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
They send the tight end in motion. Counter give to Kamara. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down partner. They're sent backwards.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Gets this one to London. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
A gain of 4 yards.
Nicks off the play action.
1st down, Denver.
Man downfield, and he finds London. He's quickly taken down with a gain across midfield. They're now to the opposing 47. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for Broncos 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Once more, it's Nicks. Screen here for Kamara. Runs inside the 35. And he has this all the way down to the 17-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
Broncos 1st down. A gain gain of 31 yards. And the Broncos
Makes the throw
first
again.
down.
It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos grow their lead just before halftime. Zerline on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. Following the play, one of the Vikings in some distress as they hurry the medical staff out to look at him. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Into the hands of Pickett. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They get 19 on that pickup. And the Vikings are going to have a first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got...
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the Broncos get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. There's the fake. Here's Nix. Gets it downfield on target to Sutton. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Zerline with the extra point. And the Broncos stretch their lead to 21.
48. Vikings 7.
On now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. On the return, here's Rodgers. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. A give to Mitchell, running left. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Again, this is Mitchell. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Final throw before the break. McCarthy hit. He lost the football. And the offense gets it back, but of little consequence here. We've reached halftime in this one. Shades of the 2009 Super Bowl. They're going onside kick to begin the second half. And this one's covered by the Broncos hands team.
The onside
And
kick
they get there to take him down right around the 41.
So few of these are recovered by the kicking team anymore. It reminds me why you've seen some alternatives tossed around for ways to replace the onside kick. For now, well, it just remains a difficult challenge that was not achieved that time around.
To Camaro we go to start this third quarter. Oh, he lost the football! And the Vikings have recovered!
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
First down now, ball at the 33. Mitchell up the middle. Brings a tackle. He's still going. It's a solid block, and there's brings him for 8. It's going to be second down.
Well, that run may not move the chains, KJ. He's such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Mitchell takes it straight ahead. He's out in the clear. He dodged the tackle. And he has this down to the 34. Give him 25 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
And the Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Taking a shot for the end zone. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's second down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
He finds Pickens left side. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up first and goal.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers, or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch, just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Mitchell has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
They just could not even find a sliver of breathing room on that first down, and this is not an envious spot for this play caller to be in. I don't know what you go to now.
McCarthy to throw it. And he has the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings start the second half with some needed points. J.J. McCarthy the touchdown.
That score, this is now a time where this defense is going to get on that sideline, look at each other and say, hey, we got to play this quarterback a whole lot more honest because he is doing damage with his legs.
One after try good by Riker. And the Vikings get it back to a 14-point game. Bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Play action with Nix. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
First down.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30.
Denver.
Knicks with it on first. Pass is cut at the 9. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
4 yards.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They'll run with Kamara. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
After the loss, it's second and goal from the 5. Out of the gun, it's Knicks. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play. Couldn't hang on to the interception, but the momentum's still on the defensive side here ahead of this third down. Knicks from the gun. And it's incomplete on third and goal. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that. In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. And they're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's first and 10.
79 Broncos, go! 18, trap 60, trap 60. Keep the ball moving, keep the ball moving. Ball moving down the field. Ready?
Off play action. It's McCarthy. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on first down.
When that ball left his hands, Kate, he envisioned a massive play, and he nearly saw it happen for all the wrong reasons. What a great effort there defensively to track the ball and be in position to nearly pick it.
Second down, McCarthy to pass. Hits him on the out route. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up third and 5.
18 Rattler. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Going on third, McCarthy. And that's completed right side. And he takes it down to the 33. They get 27 on the play. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Mitchell on the carry. Orlando goes haywire. It's out. And the Broncos corral it into the red zone. And this return will reach the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow their lead off the turnover. A great return out of him. Makes a great play into one of our game's biggest highlights with that touchdown.
Yeah, some serious running back skills right there for a linebacker who doesn't get too many chances to show out like that. The only time we normally see him at top speed, Kate, is when he's running down a ball carrier. To put that ball in his hands is going to be denied.
Still reeling a little after after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. On the return, here's Rodgers. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Second and 3 now. This is Mitchell. And he'll pick up enough to move the chain.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
We've set it downs from the 37. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on and on.
And down he goes. The Bronco defense gets there. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this third down a near impossibility.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's going to be the Vikings who have the football, Bronc, but given that score, they're going to need points every time out from here on. Will this drive continue? Here comes third down. Third and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Well, third and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Handoff here to Mitchell. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6.
Here we go, set. Bronco 80.
Here's McCarthy to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's able to get this down to the 36. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Making that throw in double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. But give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch with a whole bunch of bodies around him.
Here's McCarthy, first and 10. Oh, try forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Picked off, Brandon Jones. And into the end zone he goes. A pick 6 for Denver.
Touchdown.
Second defense.
You know, I point this out to you every defensive meeting room we're in, Kate, when we sit down in these production meetings, and you can see their voice. Like, these defenses keep track, and they know if they get a score defensively, their odds of winning through the roof. You get two, it's almost a certainty.
Boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that drink you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rapping pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. On the return, here's Rodgers. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
This ain't what you Project, this ain't what you
The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They still have two to work with in this final quarter. Minnesota into formation. It's first and 10. Now run. This is Mitchell. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Here's Mitchell. Not much space available there. Maybe two. That brings up third down.
Jalen Watson on the tackle. That's a gain of 3. It's third and 7.
They'll throw. Third and long. Defender is there. He knocks it away, and that's going to force fourth down.
Okay, what I love about that play, everybody can see the pass breakup, the knock away. You can see the result. What you don't see are the fundamentals. Corner's job of mirroring that route, being stride for stride, and then having the great anticipation and timing to knock it away.
Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And they'll down this one just beyond the midfield stripe.
First and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Start things off with a run by Kamara. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with third and long.
Brings up third down.
Here he goes, third and long. Dump off, caught by his back. He brushed him off with ease. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Broncos close to picking up their 5th win. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Here's a look for Nix. Lining up to take a knee on second down. Nix getting to stretch his legs a little bit here. Setting up for the kneel down on third. Design run, here's Nix. So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week.